How to make a rabbit stick. The rabbit or throw stick is an easy-to-make hunting weapon that is used to take down small game, such as rabbits, squirrels, or birds. This is a good tool to make in a wilderness survival situation since it is a quick and simple build. The first step is to find a curved piece of wood, ideally a hardwood such as maple, oak, or hickory. This could be from a sapling or a branch. We want the curve of this piece to be noticeable but not too strong. If we were to picture the wood as an angle, we'd aim to find a piece between 150 to 110 degrees. A piece that is too straight won't produce the same lift and stability as a true rabbit stick and thus won't travel as far. Something too close to a right or 90-degree angle risks producing too much lift and rising straight upward. Here I spotted a recently fallen black cherry with a few angled branches. This one I liked in particular. Cut a section around the width of your wrist or forearm and 1.5 to 2.5 feet long. Cut the wood so that the center of the curve aligns with the midpoint of the stick. It's perfectly okay to have the curve slightly off-center. In fact, most authentic rabbit sticks are off-centered by a few inches. Reduce the material until you get about the thickness of your finger. There are two ways to do this. The first way is to chop away material on both sides of the wood until you reach the desired thinness. The second way is to cleanly baton the wood in half, and after that, focus on reducing material on the outside face. Doing this saves a lot of time, but if your wood has spiraling grain or large knots, splitting the wood could produce a warped or broken piece if you are not careful. Since I'm using black cherry, a wood with twisting grain, I'm choosing not to split it. It's important to note that if you're using a softer wood, the end product will need to be on the thicker side to reach the same weight and power as a dense hardwood. For example, a rabbit stick made of aspen would need to be 1/3 of an inch thicker than a rabbit stick made of oak if they were to be the same weight. Once your rabbit stick becomes thin enough, round one face so that it resembles the top of a circle when looked at from an edge-on view. If your piece was split in half, you won't have to do much reduction on this face. The side you choose to round depends on if you're right-handed or left-handed. This is because when throwing a rabbit stick, you'll want to hold it by the longer wing for optimal balance. So if you're right-handed, round the side facing upward when the rabbit stick forms the number 7. And if you're left-handed, round the side that forms a backward 7. If both wings are an equal length, choose the heavier wing to be the top of the 7 for better throwing power. Rounding the top of the rabbit stick allows air to pass smoothly over its surface during flight. And on the opposite side, the flat bottom generates lift from air being pushed below it, like a propeller. This is why a rabbit stick travels so much further than an unworked stick. Next, round the ends of the wings. This allows the ends to cut cleanly through the air, improving the rabbit stick's aerodynamics. And now, your rabbit stick is ready to go. If your rabbit stick feels too heavy, go ahead and remove more material on either side. But if you made your rabbit stick from greenwood, just remember that it will feel lighter after a few days due to the loss of water weight. Depending on the species of tree, greenwood will lose between 15 to 50% of its weight once fully dried. Most rabbit sticks will weigh between 300 to 500 grams. This one that I made from cherry weighs 360. The best way to figure out if your rabbit stick is a good weight is to test how far it goes, how accurate it is, and how long you can throw it before your arm tires. To throw a rabbit stick, turn sideways as if you're about to throw a ball. With your dominant hand, hold the rabbit stick by the longer wing with the round or top side facing toward you. Pull the rabbit stick to your shoulder blade and throw sidearm while stepping toward your target with your lead foot. We want the rabbit stick to glide parallel to the ground to generate lift and maximize its range. Imagine you are skipping a stone over water. Many rabbit sticks will drift to the throwing hand side, even if thrown perfectly parallel to the ground. The lighter the rabbit stick and the more square its angle, the more it will drift. To counter this, tilt the top face of the rabbit stick toward you during the throw. The idea is that the rabbit stick will initially curve to one side, but correct itself to the other mid-throw. Sometimes, it helps to aim to the right or left of the target to compensate for the curve. There are a couple of other instances when you would want to throw your rabbit stick at an angle. One instance is when an animal is hiding in tall grass. If thrown sideways, the rabbit stick will quickly lose power once caught by the grass. But if thrown vertically, the rabbit stick will slide between those gaps in the grass and strike its target with sufficient force. Another instance is if you're hunting groups of birds or bats in the air and are intentionally trying to meet the flock by curving the throw into them, the way the Aboriginals hunt with their boomerangs. If you're new to rabbit sticks, I recommend throwing them in an open field in case you accidentally break one on a tree. It's also quite a sight to see how far these rustic tools can fly. This is a great hunting tool for a wilderness survival situation where you need something quick and easy to make. If you enjoyed this video, like and follow or subscribe for more wilderness survival content.